This meeting.
Okay. All right. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties. I had it to where the Zoom was set. You can see right here, I think it said meeting 40 minutes, and it took us a little bit. So our 40 minutes was up as we were trying to figure everything out. So we do apologize. So our presentation is going to be in two segments. So this is part two of our presentation. We left off on Brian, and he was talking about the different examples that he found that we're talking about case studies. So, Brian, I'll let you go ahead and take it away.
All right. Well, so before the video had let out, I did talk about the different types of case studies different types of examples or examples that I found that were based on case studies and how they are used. Um, I talked about Robert Yin and his case study, and I talked about Robert Stake with on his case study on the study research in schools, and also with Sharon Miriam and their case studies. So I just talked a little bit about that. If we can go ahead and go to the next one, I'll just start with the pros and cons. So the pros and cons on the case studies. The pros were to provide in-depth understanding of complex phenomena. The captures contextual conditions relevant to the research, useful for exploratory research and generating hypothesis, and can incorporate multiple data sources for triangulation. Our cons are, oh, wait, sorry. There we go. Um, Limited due to small sample size, can be time consuming and resource intensive. Risk of researcher bias in data interpretation and difficult to replicate due to uniqueness of case context. So, with that being said, I am finished on my part. And at the next page, you will see the reference pages that we have. And that is it from all of us.
Perfect. Perfect. I think if I was a researcher and I was a part of a case study, I would get very overwhelmed because you are having to think of like all these different questions and the what, the how, the why behind all of it. Um, I think that that could get very overwhelming, but you would also be an expert of a specific topic. And that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, doing case studies is it's different to me. I guess even still like in school with the kids, I feel like we kind of do case studies throughout the school year, like with their data and basing it off of like the research that we got from other counties or other schools in the district. I feel like we still kind of do those research and case studies with different schools based on our kids, but yeah, it still gets overwhelming.
It can be very overwhelming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of our presentation. Does anybody else have anything to add?
No.
Okay, perfect. Brian, if you want to just stop the recording, it'll be all.